Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Enrique Becco here from Squeeze Moby. For all of those who don't know me, most people I think on here should know a little bit about Squeeze Moby, unless some of our affiliates actually drove you here. We appreciate you taking the time out to come here in the morning because I know it's bright and early for all those people in the US. For some other people, oh, from France, Bruno. I see you're from France. Kristen, you're here too. Quentin, are you coming from Thailand? I believe. Okay, so we got the entire world represented here, which is what I like to see. Oh, even from Poland. I don't know if we've ever seen someone from Poland. So happy to have you here as well. Thank you all for coming out. It really means a lot to us for this pre-launch webinar. We've got some really good stuff from you, Joe from DC as well, and this room is gonna get, I think, bigger because as people are waking up, some people maybe slept in, those from the East Coast. So as they're waking up, they'll get in the room. Now, what's on the agenda for today? What I want to run you through is on doing these audits, doing actual audits in order to get offline clients. How do you run through an audit? What we're going to focus on, since we have a limited time, we have about an hour because after an hour, it's a little bit crazy with launch and everything. So after an hour we're going to have to cut it, but we're also going to have a little bit of a Q&A session as well towards the end for anyone that has any types of questions. And that's pretty much it. But this PowerPoint that you see here, this will help us run a little bit through the audit. We're going to go, so let me click on this. Okay, great. Running through a digital marketing audit. Now, before we get into that, I'm gonna who hasn't been on any of our webinars before, at any of our coaching sessions? Who's new here? Who's been never before? Okay, Kristen, you've never been on, but you know us. You know us. Okay, so a couple. Okay, quite a bit of people that are new. Quite a bit of people that are new. So Andy's a virgin. First time. Okay. Sound is breaking up. Is my sound clear for everyone else? I hope everyone else is good. Okay. So let me do a little bit of an introduction, since a couple of you, this is your first time, so that you know what Squeeze Moby is all about, and just a little bit of a background. I'm Enrique Becco. Um, You might have seen me on the emails. I handle a lot of the email communications, and if you have any questions, I'll respond as well. But do a lot of other things such as kind of product development. But uh, also, right next to me actually is Avi Markowitz. He's going to be answering any questions that you may have. And it says that I'm Avi, but I'm actually Enrique. It's just that that's just the way the platform is set up right now. And we also have Neil Bosley, who's the originator, who started Squeeze Moby, and we got together a couple of months ago. We were doing stuff even before then, but together as a team to start bringing you guys the necessary tools that we saw were lacking on the Warrior Forum. Now, we've been primarily doing mobile, and that's our main focus, but we expanded into bringing bringing products that are focused on the entire offline niche. And just don't want to kind of brag or anything, but just so you know that we're legit. We've had over $200,000 in revenues in about the past 5 months. Have been working hard. and manage also clients from small karate gym clients to Avi as well has some bigger finance clients that he does bigger projects. But for now, we keep mostly just our legacy clients, just because we've been moving into other bigger projects and doing bigger things. So focusing on that. That's just a little bit of a background. If you have any questions or anything, then let us know. I want to keep this interactive, and I'm happy. That's why we love this platform, because I could see exactly what you're saying, and and I can also answer your questions. You guys can also communicate. It's important for us to, when we do these webinars, these coaching sessions, we want to build a community. We don't just want. That's why we don't like really go to webinar as much, because you kind of seem isolated. This way, you can see what everyone else is talking about. Uh, Also communicate kind of on that and make connections as well with other fellow offline marketers. Let's get right into digital marketing audit and how you can audit clients in order to secure them, in order to close them. Now, I can get into a little bit of the lead generation, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to go right into the audit. You could do, we primarily recommend recommend walk-ins, but you could do, cold calls. We have what we've been recommending lately, kind of develop the yellow page type of method, but I'm not going to cover that. I'm already assuming that you have the client right in front of you, and once you have that client, then you offer them to do an audit of their services. And this is do a completely free audit of their services. And once you do that, once you tell them about this audit, you go back, you actually do the audit, and then at the follow-up meeting, you run them through the results of this audit. And as you're running them through the results, that's where you pinpoint their strengths and weaknesses of their entire digital marketing platform. And by doing this analysis, by pointing out both their strengths and their weaknesses, they realize, throw in a little bit of psychology, they realize where they're weak and realize kind of the potential. And you're going to go and put different recommendations. We're going to tell you exactly how to do that so that they understand where they're weak. And obviously, at the end, you presented them with their analysis. You don't necessarily even have to sell them on anything, because they will want to change these things. They'll see the potential, and when they want to change it, who are they going to turn to? Who's the expert sitting right in front of them? It's you. It's you, and that's the great thing. So what we do, this is our own tool that we have, is this presentation that we run our clients through, is this audit presentation, because we love this tool because it's professionally done. They think not only that we know what, obviously we know what we're doing, but it just looks so professional that they think that there's a whole team behind this doing the audit, when it could be just you doing the audit yourself and deleting a couple of these slides. And we have it set up so great, which I love about it. Number one, you want to start with a web design audit, and depending on what your strengths and weaknesses as well are, go into the mobile audit, social media, SEO, Google Plus local audit, and then wrap it up with a comprehensive audit analysis. And if you don't offer all these services, then just do maybe a mobile audit, or just do a Google Plus local audit. If that's what your strength is, you don't have to do the comprehensive audit and offer them the entire package. Actually, sometimes it might be a little too overwhelming for them if you hit them with, we have in our own presentation, 30 plus items that we check for, that we audit their digital marketing campaign for. Might be a little too overwhelming for them, and that could be a problem. So you might want to start small, and then once you first, let's say you choose with the mobile audit, we highly recommend the mobile audit. Mobile is hot. People understand it, but it's still kind of it is the technology is advanced that they're still a little perplexed by it, but they understand the power of it, and it's hot. So those are the kind of services that are easy to sell them on. So let me take you right into the mobile audit and some things that you want to audit for. Some things that you want to kind of pinpoint and then discuss and analyze and tell them about. Because, yeah, I could take you through the web design audit right now, and I'll just cover it really quick, but that one's much more self-explanatory. What we have here, the things that we go through is number one is the website. And before we actually go straight into this audit, I wanted to ask who audits businesses like this already? Who audits businesses and who has their own type of audit system for their offline clients? All right, great, great. I'm happy that some people are actually doing this. I'm really happy on okay. For Andy, for PPC, actually our friend Joe actually did release something about actually PPC. We're not going to cover PPC in here at all. But that is something also. Okay, Andy, that's great. Joe is an awesome guy, so I highly recommend anything from him. All right, great guys. So for this web design audit, I'm going to keep it relatively short, relatively simple, because this one's kind of self-explanatory. Obviously, the website, that's just the foundation of any digital marketing platform. So hopefully, at least they have that one. So here you're going to see a little bit more of these green check marks. And what we do for this is we already have it pre-set up. So I check. Hey, let's say it's I don't know. Let's say New York. I don't know, New York plumbers, right? So I check NewYorkPlumbers.com, what their website is. Great, they have it. Website present, audit result, green. I keep this slide, and they'll delete this slide. So already set up, so you can pick which slide that you want to keep in there, which one you don't, which I love about it. And next, going into WordPress, because some people, their site is unfortunately not even powered by WordPress, and they should have WordPress. And it's kind of surprising. And in the audit result, yeah, thanks for circling that, Avi. And it's great because you can have an audit result, and under there, if you want to fill in also a little bit, what we sometimes do is, yeah, we delete it, but let's say, yeah, site is powered by WordPress, but the version is not up to date. It's by an older version. It's out of date. So even though we keep the green checkmark slide, we do also point out a little bit of a weakness in there. And actively managed, obviously important, something, and I'm not going to go through all of this because this is self-explanatory, and I want to go get into some more of the juicy stuff, the mobile, and that's where your value add is going to really be, is the mobile part. So accessibility, is it how accessible? Usability, I mean, usability is a huge topic. Um, which you can kind of find out more information as well. And then towards the end, you wrap it up. Give what we like to do is give recommendations. Is point out, hey, you have this, your WordPress site, NewYorkPlumbers.com. is is great. You have a WordPress site that's up to date. But then when I looked further, some recommendations I would have it actively managed, and maybe even train your admin personnel so you don't have to work with it yourself. WordPress is so easy to use that you can have your secretary just manage it. You just submit some changes about new specials, new discounts that you have, just so there's a little bit of active management. People actually do, and once you give me access, I can also then later run different types of analysis and statistics on it, so we could figure out exactly how many people you might be missing out on. Now let's move in right into the mobile audit, and let me ask: is there any are there any questions that I should take, Avi? Um, what do you mean? About the actual product? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So obviously, you know that we this is the offline audit system pre-launch, so we will be, and I want to kind of give that also as a disclaimer if you thought that we might not be selling anything, but there is, because it's right before the launch, and the launch is at 9 a.m. But I'll get into more of what that product exactly consists of, because I wanted to run through a little bit of this. So even if you don't have this PowerPoint or anything, you could go in and do your own audit, your own type of audit, and actually close clients on that, and really point out some of these recommendations and this analysis, which will help you with closing these clients. And so the mobile audit is where it starts getting interesting, because yeah, everyone knows about having a website, but this is where it gets a little more innovative, and where you can give your value added. You can actually add your value and transform their businesses, implementing different types of campaigns. So the first thing that we recommend on your mobile audit that you do is audit if they have a landing page. Now, they might have a mobile website, but they might not have a landing page. And the way this differs is, theoretically, what should happen is if they have the landing page, then the landing page should only be, you should only see let's say it's offline, or let's say it's newyorkplumbersagain.com. When someone goes through a mobile device to newyorkplumbers.com, they should only see that landing page the first time they go there, which captures some of their information, and the next time they go there, it's already in their cache. So it detects that they've already been there, and it takes them directly to the mobile website. But they might have one, they might not have the other. It all depends. But a landing page is very, very powerful. Um, and when you run through the analysis of the audit, when you check, let's say, let's say that we go to the next slide, that they don't have the landing page. So when you then run through the analysis, you explain that these landing pages are very, very powerful, because they help you capture some information that you can then later use for marketing purposes, to drive customers back into the business, such as an SMS campaign or an email campaign that's targeted, uh, based on the type of business it is. For example, with a restaurant, you would probably want to do something more along the lines of an SMS campaign, maybe a financial advisor, an email campaign, because it's going to be on a more professional level that they want to implement. But that's really up to you to kind of gear it and customize it a little bit for depending on the business. For example, for a lawyer, we recommend putting in a YouTube video, because that's something that they need to kind of, the customer that goes in there needs that personal touch. So say, mobile landing page not present, um, and then a little bit of a tiny bit of an analysis, an SMS landing page would help do this and this and this, drive customers and discuss it with them after the audit. Now, next thing, and then it goes a little deeper into it. So next thing that logically follows is if they have a mobile site, and if not, they get the X slide and discussing on how mobile sites are different in your analysis, how mobile sites are different, how it's very hard to navigate uh, a regular site on a smartphone, on a phone. When they access it from a phone, it's extremely hard, and that's where you want to also, during this audit, maybe pull out your phone and already have their site there. So you just unlock your phone and show them, look how, because these business owners, a lot of these business owners, a lot of them are a little more old school. So, they might have one of those, old school Nokia phones where they don't even have access to the internet because they don't want to deal with it. For example, like a 70-year-old lawyer that's been in the industry for 40 years. He's well respected, but he's not on top of this stuff. He already has a name. He lives off all of the clients that he already has built up relationships with. So he doesn't really see even the importance of this, but he could still expand his practice with this type of technology. But he likes old school. He likes to have everything on paper. So he needs you to really deliver that value proposition, how it's going to take his business to the next level. So you have to show him during the when you're doing that audit, when you're doing the analysis, and walk him through everything step by step. So back to kind of tying, you want to make the audit as well very, very logical so that it goes kind of step by step. And that's when we do our audits, we have this tool, and that's how we try to do is for example, with an SMS campaign. So do they have an SMS campaign? And when you do the audit, you could easily check for this. For the mobile sites, that's easy. You just check for it on your smartphone. If you don't have a smartphone, then check for it on Mobilizer. Just look up Mobilizer in Google, and there you could see just with your regular PC, laptop, or anything, you use Mobilizer, and it shows the their mobile version of their website in a type of phone. So that's a cool way to do it if you don't want to maybe use your smartphone, if your phone's too slow or whatever. And check for the SMS campaign if they maybe have a landing page with an SMS campaign. Clear a cache though, so that you get redirected to that landing page. And also on the site, look if they have an SMS campaign. If not, then that's where your value added is going to be. But sometimes they have an SMS campaign not only on their landing pages or on their site, it might be on like print media. So that's an interesting thing. Also, kind of check around their store and other places. Kind of be thorough when you're doing the audit. And we like to put in these statistics also to kind of drive that need home. 91% of Americans have a cell phone, but the real key thing is the open rate of 95%. That's the key thing, because on email, the the open rate is not as big. The open rate really is not as big. So having this open rate is really, really awesome. And that kind of drives that value home. And if the SMS campaign is not present, also putting a little bit of a recommendation, an SMS campaign could possibly help you drive customers back into your restaurant on slow days, and it could be easily integrated with a landing page. Now, next thing, which can also be the email marketing, also integrated with the landing pages, You also want to check. It's really interesting because Avi and I were discussing this, and one of his clients has an email marketing campaign that he has in place, and so you expect if someone has email marketing, this is going to be also the next slide. If you have the email marketing software, you expect if someone has an email marketing campaign that they have either Aweber and Get Response. Who doesn't know what Aweber or Get Response is? Just so I make sure I'm guessing most people. Oh, thanks Joseph for putting springbox.com for the mobilizer, because we didn't put the URL in there for that. We just mentioned it. But even if you probably search mobilizer on Google, it should pop up. Now, who doesn't know what either Get Response or Aweber? We talked about this a little bit. We had a session for our group yesterday, but that we talked about email marketing. And this guy, he has hundreds of customers, and what he does is, and Avi tested out his email marketing. He entered his details, and he was surprised because he didn't get a follow-up email. So when he's talking to the guy, he's like, hey, what's up with your email marketing? And this guy puts everyone in a blind copy every time he sends out an email. Now, okay, you could do that when you have, 5, 10 people, but once you start getting more and more people, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Um, this business, for example, if it's like we covered the financial advisor example yesterday, they need some type of email marketing software to manage these campaigns. It's a no-brainer. It's really a no-brainer. You just need an email marketing. I can imagine, like, we have a ton of people on our list, and I'm just thinking if I would blind copy all of you when I email you, then it would be a disaster. And plus Gmail then and other services start flagging it as spam, whereas through Aweber or Get Response, what we recommend, we like Aweber much more. You make sure that it gets delivered and it's not flagged as spam as well. They have different things that they go into. So that's another thing you wanna check for. And how do you do that? Just if they do have email marketing or an SMS campaign, sometimes even SMS campaigns, they'll do it manually. Just see if you get a response as soon as you submit your text, your number. See if you get a response. And if you don't, that could also be dangerous because that business might have an SMS campaign without the stop function, and they could get into some real big trouble. So you want to point that out. You want to point that out to the to the business owner. Now, are they also giving discounts? Analyze this during your audit. Are they giving discounts to kind of, some people, they're like, I don't need to give discounts, but it really does work and really does help. So figure out if they're giving discounts, and if they're having an effective mobile campaign, not just kind of sending out, oh, come today. You want to give an incentive. They want to be able to give an incentive. So sign up to their SMS list, to their email list if they do have one, and then analyze it. Because I'm sure you're the marketing expert, so you want to make sure that you analyze it correctly, because they're not the marketing experts. They manage a restaurant. They're a lawyer, a dentist. They don't even want to deal with this. So that's where your value added is. And if your value added is there, why not charge high amounts? And that's the great thing, because you can make a difference. Now, next thing, some of these things are, those are kind of the main things. Do they have a mobile domain? If they do not have a mobile domain, then that's something that you can easily sell them on, because like for example, the .mobi, Imagine like a lawyer. Let's say, I don't know, Bob BobSteinberg.com, uh, BobLawyers.com, and imagine one of one of his competitors is having like a rivalry, a feud with him. So he just picks up his .mobi domain, and it's possible. You know, uh, the competitors of these offline businesses, of these small businesses, can pick up their .mobi domains, and that's perfectly fine. And what are they going to do? Are they going to, sue them and get into this kind of big fight? So that's something you can also kind of sell them on, is maybe they probably want to pick up that .mobi domain if they haven't done so yet. So so you know and Neil, thanks for saying that you confirm your position as the expert. And yes, if you run through this audit with this type of presentation, there's no doubt that you're going to be looked at as an expert. You know, would you, if someone came into your business, let's say you own a restaurant, if someone came in with this presentation and you agreed to do an hour, would you think that they're an expert? Even if they have relatively little experience, but they can kind of explain it off these slides, would you consider them an expert? For me, that's a no-brainer. For me, that's a no-brainer. It's, they look professional, they look polished, and you kind of consider them. And especially, as if I was, let's say, a dentist, I would probably know very little about mobile marketing, about social media campaigns, SEO. I would probably know very little, and it would be also interesting because I want to know how to drive more clients back into my business. Redirect scripts. They also want to have a redirect script. That's kind of something, pretty simple. The mobile your mobile device kind of automatically detects, or I mean, the site automatically detects when someone's accessing from a mobile device, so it redirects them to the mobile version. Or do they have to go to the .mobi domain, and there is no redirect script, so they can only access the mobile version when there's a dot? So that's something, that's a little point that you can also kind of audit on, and just install a simple redirect script there. Specific content. This is actually pretty important, because for mobile SEO, you want to ensure that the content is unique and it's not the exact same from the regular version to the mobile version, because this also ensures that it's optimized. So check on this during the audit. And when you start going to this stuff, as the redirect script, as the specific content, it's not necessarily stuff that's too complicated. It's stuff that's easily learnable, and just by reading the slides, you can become pretty much a semi-expert on it. But it's stuff that goes into it specific enough that you do maintain that position of being an expert. And also, not only maintain the position of being an expert, what you want to do with this audit, an important thing, is you want to go into it deep enough so that they start asking questions. It's value adding. They then know. You can even leave the audit with them, the presentation. Then they know exactly what they need to do in order to revamp their mobile marketing, their entire digital marketing campaign. But the thing is, it goes in deep enough that they start thinking. They realize you're an expert, and they start thinking, do I want to have specific, how am I going to have specific content? How am I going to do this? I could do it myself, but there's so much stuff. Am I going to ever get around to doing this, to learning this? Or would I rather pay someone $5,000 to revamp my entire digital marketing campaign, when, as a lawyer, one lead, and I know this can bring me one lead, is worth 10,000 bucks. Where's my value added? It's not by doing this stuff myself. Let me just hire Joe to do it. You know, for me, even 5,000 bucks as a lawyer, what is it? I mean, yeah, it's an investment, but it's one lead. It's not that much. So let's keep on going through this audit. And Avi, are there any questions that we have that? uh, Yep, yep. About giving the whole. Do you should you give the whole presentation or just a piece? We wanted to give you more than enough. So this presentation has 73 slides, and uh, so it has 73 slides. So we do not recommend giving the whole thing, and especially as if you're doing an audit for the first time, just pick one section. We recommend mobile. We recommend mobile, and just pick one section and really kind of exhaust that section. Focus on that section rather than going through the entire audit. So maybe just do like mobile and social media, and then once you start getting better at it, then you can maybe expand to the other sections, figure out what you really like, what meshes with your personality, but just pick something for the beginning. That's what we recommend. Okay, now loading speed and in there is different resources that you can use to figure out loading speed, and we include all those resources as well in the guide, in the step-by-step guide. With the loading speed, what's interesting, um, I've gone to websites, it takes like 30 seconds. And after, I'm used to getting things so quick, technology is so advanced, I'm just like, forget this. So this is a big one. This is actually a big one. Loading speed is huge, and you want to test it out. Use the resources that are in the main guide and in the tutorial videos. Um, yeah. Actually, I can pull that up. Can you pull it up for me while I'm talking here, so I don't get distracted? We'll actually show you and get you those resources right now, so that in case you want to get it, then you can at least do this yourself. If it's probably around page 15 or 20, around page 20. Yeah. Yeah. Loading speed 26. Okay. Here, let me do it. Yeah. All right. You got it. Yeah. So loading speed. Okay. And so go to www dot. Let me put this in the chat. Um, to check out mobyready.com if you want to check out loading loading speed. So this is kind of something that we just wanted to kind of put in there real quick. Let me go back into the presentation. And you could put in also one of these graphs as well. So just take a screenshot or copy and paste this graph out of mobyready.com and just show them exactly, in the analysis, hey, how long is it really taking them? And if it's taking any more, you know, I would say, I get frustrated even after 5 seconds. They're just losing customers. They're just losing leads because we're so used to getting everything instantly these days that we don't want to wait around at all, at all. Don't want to wait around, and so that's that's something that's very important and something that they don't really look at. They're like, oh yeah, I have a mobile optimized a mobile website optimized, for mobile devices, but it takes 30 seconds to load. So, sometimes they want to put in like all those nice little graphics and things like that, but the loading speed is much more important because we just want to get the information, get it right then and there, take action through that tap to call, and that's it. I don't want to, wait 30 seconds to look at your cool graphics. Okay, they're cool, they captivate my attention for 1 second, but I want to get the information that I need, and that's the most important to me. Okay, next, let's wrap this mobile audit up, and wrap the presentation up because we have 20 minutes. So I want to also tell you a little bit more about the entire system. So you can go through other things such as QR codes, talk about a possible QR code campaign, mobile apps. Mobile apps are something good to sell them on, but the other stuff is much, much more important. A lot of people, love mobile apps, and it's something that's very hot. But and same thing even with offline businesses, they heard all this stuff about mobile apps, but they need to get the fundamentals down before they get into, for example, a restaurant having their menu as one of their mobile apps. So really focus on the fundamentals with them first before expanding into things such as mobile apps. Now, when you go get to the end of the mobile marketing section, then you wanna come up with a type of analysis for them. So this is probably going to be too much for them. You want to run through a lot of this stuff, point out all of these things, and um, you want to point out all of these things, but only give them a few recommendations. What are we going to start off with? What are we going to help you out with right now? Um, we're going to help you out maybe with these three things. Let's set up first a landing page with SMS technology and set you up with an SMS campaign. And that's what we're going to focus on right now, and also doing a full-blown mobile website, you know, and then focus on maybe the mobile apps, QR codes. Okay, maybe you see a need for them there, but let's focus on these main things first, and these are the things that are going to really add value to your business. So after you finish up with the entire mobile marketing section, we also have, as you can see, there's also a social media audit, and I'm not going to run through kind of all of this. We discuss kind of YouTube, but we only have 15 minutes. We have also SEO, if you can see on the side here. Um, okay, and Google Plus, the reputation management. There's just a ton of stuff, but like I said, I wanted to cover mobile because I think that's one place where you can really give that value added. It's a very important place, and let's wrap it up with the comprehensive analysis. So for the comprehensive analysis, you also want to do the same thing, and you analyzed each section. Maybe you did mobile and then social media, and come up with the top 2 or 3 recommendations that they can implement that will add value to their business, and focus on it that you want to give them value. So even if they don't go with you, they got value from this hour-long consultation. However, obviously they're more likely to go with you than with anyone else. But pick, so that they're not overwhelmed, the top 2 or 3 things, and give them, and then go into the customized offer. I would help you implement the SMS campaign integrated with the landing page, and then number 2, a full-blown mobile website. So these are the 2 things that we're going to focus on for now, and then after I implement this, why don't we have another consultation and see what else we can work on, and how this is working for you. And we put some stuff for ourselves, as introducing our team, and how people can contact us, because a lot of times we leave the presentation there with the client after, rather than so that they have something tangible in their hands, something slick to keep on reminding them if we're unable to close them right then and there. Now, does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any questions, Avi? Anything I can take? Otherwise, what I'm going to go into um, is a little bit of the overview of the product because we only have 15 minutes. So the first thing that you're going to see that you can buy, it's for $7. How do we get of this? Of this, Dave, that's actually a bonus. Yes, this is going to be a bonus, a part of the product. This is going to be a part of the product. It's not going to be there obviously immediately once you buy, but if you check back probably within 24 hours, we're going to have this entire recording uploaded to the product. Okay, that's going to be one of the bonuses that's in there, and I we just kind of decided on that right now. So if you check back there within the next 24 hours, we're not going to give access to anyone who does not buy to the recording, but otherwise there's going to be access for that. So the front end is we have that PDF that you saw a little while ago, and that's the entire system, the audit system. We cover lead generation via the yellow page method, how to get leads, also the FedEx method. But starting off with something manageable and simple with friends and family, and ending that with also a homework assignment. We take you also through different scripts in that on cold calling, on walk-ins, all the way through the audit method. How do you audit each one of these specifically, step by step, with all the resources? For example, for the mobile audit, all those website links on how to do the audit, step by step, so that you have all those resources in one area. Also, after that, the social media audit, same thing, kind of step by step with different links. For example, we talk also about Hootsuite, how you can then get your campaign on autopilot. Uh, we move on also to SEO and reputation management, talking about Google Plus Local, all the resources that you need so that you can effectively conduct this audit. And for that guide, you do not need this presentation. You can conduct your own audit and just have that step-by-step system and create your own kind of analysis for the client, so you don't need the presentation. And we end it with closing and negotiations, also how to leverage the yellow page method, also with scripts, and finally give you a resource with outsourcing. We give you access to our own outsourcer as well, and there's also a webinar that we recommend that's an hour and a half, where the guy um, takes you actually through an hour and a half of how to outsource. So that's also in there. And this is a 40-plus page guide on this entire system. And once you, so it explains everything step by step, what you should be doing, how you should be doing it. And what we wanted to create here is how to hold your hand. We wanted to kind of take you through manageable milestones with also homework assignments, because that's what we see lacking is people kind of give you this stuff, but they don't tell you exactly how to do it. They don't tell you every step, so you end up being more confused than before when you bought. And we want this to be an all-inclusive system so that even if you just use this over the next week, you don't need any more WSOs, any more products. You can make money off of this. This is something you can take and make actionable immediately. And that's why we have homework assignments. The best part, on top of that guide, I think there's about even approximately 2 hours worth of video courses where we go through those modules as well via video, and we walk you also step by step, tell you the most, because sometimes it's easier to communicate it that way than when you read it, you don't really know what to focus on. So we wanted there to be no doubt left. So all of those 9 modules are also covered via video. You also get three bonuses worth about $500. You get Number one, the yellow page method coaching session, where we talk about lead generation and closing, uh, and how you do that, how you leverage the yellow pages in order to easily kind of open up clients, generate leads that are qualified, and then close them for up to 3 times as much, just because you have the leverage of a price point via the yellow pages. So we covered that in an entire bonus coaching session that's worth about probably $200. We're gonna have a bonus Q&A for everybody where there's no holds barred. That's gonna be this Wednesday. That's on top of that as well for this product. So no holds barred Q&A session. You can ask anything about once you go through the method, once you maybe implement it with your first client, you'll have probably some questions. So just getting back to us, ask us, anything goes. And the third bonus is we're also giving a coaching session next weekend. For anyone that purchased this, they get a coaching session, which is going to be a special coaching session. We're going to go over quite a bit of good stuff, uh, just expand more and more on this, and a little bit of advanced tactics on that as well. So that's all you get all of that for just $7. That's the entire package, and you're gonna Oker. We're gonna give you a link to the product, but if you could wait 9 more minutes, because unfortunately it's launching at 9 a.m. So the buy button is not gonna be available until then, and it's not gonna go live until that point. Now, the upgrade offer is this actual 70 plus slide PowerPoint, which you can use, which you could just throw down, delete a couple slides, and use that as your tool when you're conducting the audit. And that's the upgrade offer. That's for about $17 right now, I think, 17 or $18. It's all on a dime sale, so the price is going to go up. And you're asking when is the launch? The launch is now in 8 minutes. It's in 8 minutes. And that's the upgrade offer. Is this PowerPoint so you can just run your clients through. And for those people that don't know, there is also you're going to be able to access a third, or there's going to be also a chance if anyone is interested to go into our membership as well. So if you get both the system and the upgrade offer, then you have a chance to get into the membership, which is it's normally we've just raised the price up to $97 per month, but we're lowering it down to 67 for people who buy the product. And I'm not going to cover too much of the membership site, but it's a full blown offline, especially with a focus on mobile, where we kind of take you also step by step. Each week there's a lesson through our hot seat program. There, we've actually been able to get some crazy results for people. For example, one of our first hot seater, Sonia, she was able to close $5,000 worth of deals in her first week. So that was amazing. And that's when we thought it was amazing. And then the next week, Beverly closed over $16,000 worth of deals in 5 days. So those are just some of the results. We've had Les who closed, and these are people. Les, for example, had not sold anything mobile and had relatively very limited knowledge about mobile before, and he closed $13,150 in 1 week. But I don't want to kind of be selling you on all this stuff, but the thing I wanted to kind of say is that we do get results, and we would love it if you joined us on that. We would love to see you there. There's some. It's a great community. You get access to an entire community. That's a Facebook, and we're just kind of one big family. So if you wanna join the family, then we'd be very happy to see you there. And it involves a 10-day course. The 10-day course gets you started so you can get that first sale, or if you already have a sale, then so you can expand, and it holds you kind of step by step as well on getting sales. So would love to see you there as well. But and Avi, are you gonna be the coupon? Oh, I almost forgot. We have a bonus for you guys for attending. We have a bonus for you. So let's throw that in there. Okay. So we have for you guys that stayed until yep, I almost forgot about there is your coupon bonus, and you can use this with your audits. Yes, this is still being recorded. This is all being recorded, and for those who will get get the uh, get the audit system, then you can definitely get access to all of this. And so there, check out your coupon. Your it's a small little bonus. It's a small little bonus, but just wanted to give you a little bit of a motivation to coming here and listening to us. If if you yep, and we're drawing hearts. We let me tell you, we really appreciate you, and this is going to be launching actually in 2 minutes now. So we're going to put the link there in a second because it's on a dime sale. So it's going to go up really fast. It's going to go up, and especially since there's so many people here, there's 150 people in the room, so that means the price is going to go up pretty fast. So we're going to give you an access to to be the first ones to get it, to be the first ones, and we really appreciate you attending any of our sessions. It really means a lot to us. Hopefully, you know, I love to hear from you guys and to be on here, and that's why we like this platform because I could see you chat, even though sometimes I don't can't read all the chats when I'm talking. It's tough to do three things at once: managing the PowerPoint, talking, and responding to all of your questions. Yes, 90 seconds. The countdown is starting. The countdown is starting, so it's about to go live in a couple of seconds. And so let me answer any of your questions. Are there any questions that you weren't able to answer, Avi, or have you been able to get everyone? Um, because before we go live, and it's about what 60 seconds now. All right, maybe you could put the link in there so that people can start refreshing and they can get it. So we're gonna put the link in there. It's not it's not gonna be live yet. It's not live yet, but so that you can refresh it, and if you want to get it at that good price, so that you can get it right away. Because okay, yep, that's the link to the thread. That's the link so that you could just start refreshing, because otherwise, because I know also. Oh, yep, there's the coupon, Jim. There's your coupon as well. There's your coupon, and let me know whoever gets it first. Um, oh, yep, Lauren. Anyone who got Mobile Marketing XT, yes, you get all of this stuff. You get the offline audit method for free because we're processing that. I really, apologize for not getting that. Please give us 24 more hours. It's been a little more complicated to get people set up for free. And it's live, I think. Marino. So anyone who got Mobile Marketing XT, you get that as a bonus. That you, if you got it in time, live on the webinar or within. I think there were a few more bonuses after that that were left. So I'll get you set up. Okay. All right, we're live. We're live, everybody. Great. Happy to have gotten you. Now, with access for those people, and highly recommend you get as well the upgrade. to get that tool, the PowerPoint presentation. How do you get access? Um, Make sure you note your username and password on. It's going to redirect you back to the Warrior Plus page. Write it down. Write it down. Save it somewhere. Save it somewhere, because the next thing you're going to go, if you get away from that page, then you'll lose it and you'll have to kind of submit a support ticket. So hopefully you won't have to do that, because it will not be emailed to you, unfortunately. It will not be emailed to you. So make sure you know your username and password. If you could please just do that, okay? Just write it down and keep it. And Avi's going to show you right now. He's going to scroll down and show you where exactly it is. Do you all see that? Or is it just on my computer that? Yeah? You could see it? Okay. Let me show you right here how to get access. Right there. This is how you get access. Ooh, what's going on here? What's okay, okay. Here. This is Marshall. I thought I already got you set up, but if not, then please, if you could just send me another real quick email. I thought that I did get you set up. Just send me a real quick email. I'll get you set up ASAP. Okay? Okay. Um, Tom, if let's see how this is gonna be. Okay. Is everyone else able to walk in? Okay, great. Is everyone else able to get in at the? Because Tom, we'll take care of you. We'll make sure that you get taken care of. Okay. And yeah, if you could shoot a support ticket to squeezemobi.zendesk.com. And how you get set up then? At the bottom of the upgrade offer, if you press, um, okay, we'll see. Okay. Okay, we're gonna check it out. We're gonna check it out. What's going on exactly, and let's see how it goes. Okay, awesome, awesome. Happy that all of you guys got in. Happy that everyone got in. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Yep. I'm right now we're managing. Sorry, Dave. But and if anyone has any questions, I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be here, managing all of this stuff. Let's let's see. Okay, let me just check out a couple things. Sorry, it's okay. All right, awesome. Let's see. All right. Yep. All right, guys. So let me. I apologize. I'm managing a couple things. For anyone? All right. Let's see. Just be patient, guys. Apologies. Sorry, guys. Please be patient with us. We apologize. Oh, it seems that we're maybe getting a little bit too many sales. Guys, apologies. S- Let's see. All right, we're gonna try to see what we could do with this. We're gonna try to see what we could do with this. Um, just be patient, please, guys. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Warrior Forum. Um, yes, you can upgrade later, but try to upgrade hopefully sooner than later, because the price was going to go up on the dime sale. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to try to figure this out. Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Just give us a few more minutes, guys. Um, we're gonna be we have some things that we're trying to handle here. Um, but I'll still be here. I'll make sure. Okay. Okay. Um, well, we're gonna. Oh, you want to switch it up? I could go here.